Hello there.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 2, Episode 9 of the Screen Guys podcast. I'll be hosting today's episode. I'm Connor.
And I'm Bryson.
And we are going to jump in quicker than we've ever, because we have some wild stuff. So sorry. I almost even skipped the introduction. It is time for the Prime poster reveal. We're doing something we've never done before. I've got one poster up on the stand,
Yeah.
and then I've got another one behind me. We don't have two stands yet. We will get two, because I think we're going to do what I'm about to do more often.
Oh, interesting.
This first one is a throwback poster. We're starting our throwback process.
Yes.
Now, I do like, because Bryce and I had talked about this, if you want to follow along on this video and pause to kind of do a little bit of trivia, I'll give you a little bit about this movie.
Sounds good.
So first thing about this movie, and I think I have the, in fact, I'm going to make sure I cover it so you can't see, because I forgot I was going to double check. I was going to check what year it came out. I know the month. I don't know the year.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's going to help me at all.
So the month and year that this movie came out was December of 2021.
Oh, recent.
December of 2021. So kind of formulate that. If you've got a guess, you can write it down, or you can. We're not going to test you or anything. We have no way of measuring this. So this movie came out in December of 2021. This is the third movie in a series.
Interesting.
And I would say the number one word that I can tell you about this movie, and when you see it and understand it, it'll make a lot more sense. The one word I would use to maybe give you a hint, if you don't have it yet, is trio.
Trio?
Trio. I can give you the trio of,
Like they're actors and actresses?
yeah, but if I give it to you, I might as well just pull off the thing, because you would know it immediately.
I might be dumb because I cannot think
You're
of
good.
this.
You're good. I want this to be, and if this is too generic or not helpful, then I will adjust.
Can you give me any other hints that won't give it away?
I think the only thing I could do,
Wait, is this like a holiday movie?
it is not a holiday movie.
Oh, okay. That's where my brain
No,
was.
you're good. It is not a holiday movie. Just reviewing super quick. This came out in December of 2021. It is the third movie in a series. The word I would use to give you a hint is trio. And I think the last thing that I would maybe tell you, if I say a few, it's a fine line, because when you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah.
Do you know for a fact that I've seen this movie?
Oh, I 100% guarantee you've seen this movie.
Have we talked about it before?
We have talked about it before. I guarantee you almost, you know what? Let me look up something for you.
This is so embarrassing.
No, here's the thing.
Hopefully these guys are struggling too. All 35 of you guys.
The thing is, I'm trying to be as generic and almost unhelpful as possible, because you will, when it all adds up, you'll be like, okay, yeah, obviously.
Well, yeah. Oh, don't worry. I know that's. We were playing a game a couple days ago, and this was pretty much the exact same thing, and I was not being helpful whatsoever.
No, that's not true. He was being very helpful. So, when you asked the question, you said, "Have I seen it before?" And I said, "I guarantee you
Are
have."
you seeing if I've logged it on Letterboxd?
No. What I was looking at was, I guarantee you and millions of people have seen this because it grossed $1.92 billion.
$1 billion movies.
Yep. 804.8 million domestically
Wowza.
and 1.11 billion internationally.
That's insane. What is this? It's PG-13?
It is PG-13.
What genre?
It is action, for sure.
Action.
And I would say, again, I apologize if you guys are like, Connor sucks at giving hints. It is action, but talk about ultimate heartstring pull. I almost want to say you almost wouldn't remember how much it pulled your heartstrings if you were in the universe that this movie is based on.
Okay, I know.
You got it?
Yeah.
Was that a good hint?
Yeah. Can I guess right now, or should I wait till afterwards?
Yeah. Give me a guess.
All right. If you're still guessing, pause the video.
Yes,
okay?
if you're still pausing, if you're still guessing and you want to formulate, go ahead and pause the video. I guess just a super quick overview. This is December of 2021. It grossed over.
This makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it grossed $1.9 billion total. Trio, third in a movie series in the universe. Very big heartstring pull.
Is this what the other poster relates to? If I may ask.
Actually,
you could keep that a secret.
Yeah, let's keep that one a secret. But
my guess is Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Spider-Man: No Way Home is the guess. Let's pull this baby up.
This will be very embarrassing if this isn't correct. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For our audio listeners, it is Spider-Man: No Way Home. I did want to make mention, this poster is the re-release where they added a few things.
Oh.
Because on the original poster, they didn't... Oh, sorry.
Oh, they...
For our audio listeners, this is the poster that has all three Spider-Men. It has Tom Holland Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. It has Doctor Strange. It has almost everybody. In the original poster...
Yeah, mm-hmm.
It's one of Spider-Man, and then there was another one with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. This was the re-release back in movie theaters September 2nd.
Okay,
because they couldn't release this poster because nobody knew it wasn't
kept that
confirmed.
Under lock and key.
And they did a great job at that. So this poster is incredible.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
I obviously wanted to do this because of Spider-Man. We're going to dedicate, this is the Spider-Man special.
Yeah.
I wanted to make mention, as I've thought about this movie and I look at the poster, No Way Home, as I've thought about No Way Home, as I look at the poster, as I remember the iconic villains and how much I love all of their interpretations, this isn't my favorite Spider-Man movie, but it's probably...
It's up there.
It's way up there. Mm-hmm. This is there's a reason it almost grossed $2 billion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is a tremendous movie.
For sure.
And the thing is, like, I had to keep this poster.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, it is...
You could probably sell this in 10 years for $1 billion.
It is absolutely incredible. But just breaking down how... And like I said, for the audio listeners, when I say it has everybody, I literally mean, again, MJ's on there, Happy's on there, Aunt May's on there, J. Jonah Jameson is on there. I don't remember...
What is Flash doing on there?
Flash, and I can't remember her name.
That's like Ned's kind of girlfriend.
Yeah. Ned's on there. Oh my word, I forgot his name. Is it Wong?
Wong, yeah.
Wong. I mean, heck, Daredevil's on there.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Green
the villains.
Goblin,
I mean, it is such an incredible poster. So well done. Again, this was on the re-release. And I think on the re-release, was it just that they changed the end credit? But I feel like they added something in the run.
I never watched the re-release, but if I remember right, it was just more of the banter between the three Spider-Men.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure that's about what it was.
Yeah. So that is our poster archive, if you will, our primetime poster reveal for our archive. And again, just a shout out for this opportunity, anything from, again, roughly for sure 2021 onward, I have a lot of big stuff. About 2018, we could probably go back to about then. It's probably closer to 2019. But if you have a movie that you think I have a poster of, please drop in the comments what you'd like to see up, because it's moments like this that we reminisce. And if we're being honest, I would say it's a poster and talking about a movie like this of why you and I are still here today. Because when... And by the way, a shout out, and I apologize if maybe you're tired of this, if our audience or listeners, I cannot shout out Ozzy and Sean enough.
Yeah, no, let's shout them out every 30 seconds.
For a year, they absolutely put in the work. Sean did all the editing. Ozzy got it off the ground. I literally was just here providing the theater and some really hot takes.
That is true.
I cannot thank them enough. And so I sit here and I go, when we met and they both said that they needed to step away, it was an opportunity for us to put this pod on hold. But it's because of a movie like this and what we'll talk about later that I go, we got to keep this going because we love film.
Yeah, for sure.
This movie, again, at $1.9 billion, and I know you keep throwing out money. In regards to what I remember it was in the theater experience and people watching movies, it's the thing of, I saw, and it may have even been Sean on Instagram, but maybe it wasn't him. I saw a thing that brought up the point of, and I get this a lot with my family owning the movie theater, don't you think that one day cinemas will be dead? Like everyone will just be watching in their home? When Spider-Man, and we'll talk about the box office later, in opening weekend grossed, I don't know this number. I swear I saw something that said,
grossed a butt ton of money, though.
I swear it was over half a billion. Like it was over 500 million, I'm pretty sure. So in opening weekend, and then you've got The Odyssey, an R-rated, almost 3-hour movie about Greek mythology, about a poem, if you will, is on track to gross 1.4 billion is where it's at. It'll definitely reach $1 billion. It's almost guaranteed.
Well, and if you think about it, the heavy hitter of the year hasn't came yet. Avengers Doomsday.
Oh my word. And Dune as well.
They're going to blow everything out of the water.
And even talking about like what we've talked about a little bit, I'm not saying that I don't know where this will end up going, but I keep thinking, like you said, about in November, I think right around, because I think it's right over that Thanksgiving weekend, Ballad of the Songbirds,
Ballad of Songbird and Snakes,
Sunrise on the Reaping.
Oh, yeah,
you're good.
Songbird
Hunger
Snakes
Games,
is the old one.
Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
I think Ozzy brought this up. He said that book is better than the first one, and everybody the first one made a lot of money.
The first movie?
Oh, sorry. First, Sunrise on the Reaping is better than Ballad of the Songbirds.
Oh, okay, that
Snakes.
makes more sense.
So I'm like, that movie could make plenty of money. We had talked about over that Christmas weekend or that Christmas week, I think Jumanji 3 is going to make plenty of money because I think people are going to go see it.
Kind of be like Anaconda. Almost.
Yeah, almost. So I'm like, do I think that cinema is dead or going to be in trouble when movies like this are coming out and making almost $2 billion? Not particularly.
Maybe one day, but not today. So,
Yep. So anyway, that was our very long part one. Unfortunately, I don't have a second poster stand. We are going to get one by next episode. So if we do two, I'll leave it up. For today, I'm going to take down this poster and I'm going to put up our second. This is a movie that has not come out yet.
Not yet? Interesting.
Not yet. And for our audio listeners, it is the first character poster reveal of Doomsday.
Apple pie.
Apple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, really quick insider
Apple pie.
Really quick insider story. And I think I've said this before on the pod. True story, and I maybe shouldn't say it because if someone's listening, then maybe they'll start looking.
Sure.
So when big movies are getting released on poster tubes that are delivered through the mail system, they will purposefully change movie titles to absolutely random gibberish to cover people reading Doomsday and taking it from the mail. So this came in the mail, delivered to the theater, and it says apple pie on it. And I went, what is apple pie? And sure enough, again, I apologize for our audio listeners, Doomsday has Doom. We only see his back. He's got the cloak. He's got the mask in his right hand. He's looking at a tapestry. I did ask chat about this tapestry, and I said, is this like an actual tapestry? Is it based on something? And it was like, I can't really tell exactly, but it did bring up a really interesting point. I apologize. I should have saved it. It had talked about that it seemed chat's guess is they went with this tapestry because this is supposed to be Mother Mary and young Jesus. And this is Doom's way of saying, I am coming to save a world that needs to be reborn.
Whoa.
How crazy is that? So I love at the bottom, it says 12/18/26 is Doomsday. The A in Doomsday is the Avengers logo.
It is such a cool poster.
It is incredible. This is the second we've seen. The first was the Avengers A. This is the first character one that we've seen. I am expecting, like Infinity War and Endgame, I would think about September, October, maybe even beginning of November. I think we're going to get a massive character drop poster.
Oh, you think so?
And I think we'll have the 3 styles. I think that's what we'll have.
Interesting.
But it looks incredible. We'll dive into this. I did want to make the mention that for me, I am at probably still an all-time high on excitement for Doomsday.
And we'll get into why that's kind of surprising for you.
We'll get into that. But it looks absolutely incredible. Doom is going to be incredible.
He has so much aura. Like, genuinely.
He really does.
Well, and if you guys watched the trailer, I rewatched the trailer in theaters when we watched Spider-Man, and he just has so much aura. Like, if you know, you know. You know, that's it. The Thor speech.
Yeah.
The little bit it shows of him, it's just so cool. He's going to be... The expectations are for him to blow Thanos out of the water.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be incredible. Last thing I did want to make mention on the tapestry, because, again, it broke it down for me. I was talking about it. Up at the top, you've got angels, and then down at the bottom, these are demons. So it's so interesting that, again, I believe what they're trying to depict, because I believe this tapestry is it's like based off of something, but it is made for the movie. But from what I've gathered, it said the chat discussion and point it said was from what I've gathered and from what I'm reading of reports and people early, blah, 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 whatever it is, the little snippets said, this is Doom's complex of he comes to Earth because he feels that they need to be reborn and they need a savior.
Well, if you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool makes a comment about him being Marvel Jesus, But I think Doom is coming to challenge that throne,
So it's going to be incredible. Yeah. I think about when the first trailer dropped and they threw on the countdown and they were like, whatever.
That was so cool.
It was amazing. I'm like, it rushes on. Like we're getting there.
Those character trailers that just played before some big movies. Those were awesome.
Yeah. So that is the time for our Prime poster reveal. That was I like looking. That was 19 minutes. So we're gonna jump in. I really think, in fact, I don't have a piece of news actually. I guess we could look up the box office.
I don't really have any other news besides this box office.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Do you have the number, or do I need to look it up?
No. Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah.
I didn't look up anything. I'm not gonna lie.
So brand new day. Box office, and we're filming this Sunday night, so this is probably holy crap.
Oh wow. So
355 million domestically,
okay.
927 million globally. It stands as the second biggest opening weekend in box office history.
Wow.
It is going to be over $1 billion by Friday.
Not even by Friday, by Tuesday.
Yeah, like less than a week it'll be at $1 billion. I am
Wow.
curious what
it's on pace for.
but what is the number one
I'm gonna guess
box office?
I'm gonna guess
opening
Spider-Man: No Way Home
weekend
or Avengers
ever.
Endgame.
Biggest box office opening weekend ever. Okay, this is insane. Avengers Endgame,
Yeah.
$1.22 billion. So it made halfway to its total, which,
Wow.
and I don't know if this is even possible. Very quick, by the way, 357.1 million in North America, so domestically alone.
Yeah.
I think Ozzy had talked about this. It'll be interesting, and granted, inflation and things make it different,
Yeah.
but we could be seeing paces of a $3 billion movie one day. Like that would be incredible. Again, I guess that is probably taken into consideration seriously. But almost $1 billion opening weekend alone is incredible. And then Infinity War is number 3.
Yeah. Well,
it goes
if we're being
Endgame,
honest,
Brand
it'll
New
probably be
Day,
Secret
Infinity
Wars
War.
that blows that record.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
But that is insane. What does the Odyssey have week 3?
Give me 1 second.
I bet it'll break $1 billion. I just want to see how close it is.
Yeah, for sure. I think
It was at like 650 last week.
yeah. Odyssey box office has grossed 911 million worldwide,
Wowza.
reaching the 1 billion milestone. Approaching the 1 billion milestone with a production budget of 250 million.
So it's definitely made money already.
Yeah, it made 136.2 million over the third weekend alone.
That's still pretty crazy.
It's insane.
Well, especially with Spider-Man coming out too,
Premium large formats drove massive returns, contributing 68 million globally. 68 million globally in its third weekend alone.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw, because there's only like, I think less than 40, 70 millimeter IMAX formats in America, which is what Odyssey was made for. And I saw that they're finally opening up new showings, so that's pretty cool. They're opening up more showings for it in those theaters.
So, wow. Talk about, again, it goes back to what we already touched on. Do I think that cinema is dead or dying? No. Now,
Maybe one day, but not today.
Well, and then and I'll fully acknowledge we're not an IMAX. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not these large formats. So I get that part of it. But I feel like a lot of people think just in general, they're like, don't you think that the movie scene is slowly starting to die down? And I should say it's different than what it used to be.
Maybe
Yeah.
like the not as big movies,
yeah.
but these big movies are still going to be making billions of dollars.
Yeah. It's absolutely incredible. That was the box office news. I think that was it, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
That's crazy though. Like $1 billion opening weekend is just bonkers.
Yes, it is. And it's kind of funny. I kind of feel like this is drinking from a fire hose. Like we're just running. What I think we'll do is we'll hit super quick what we've been watching, and then let's save
spoilers for the end.
Let's save spoilers, and I would say let's save Brand New Day for last.
Total?
Yeah, and then we'll just hit it together.
Sounds good.
So, you good if I start just because I've got it right here?
Yeah, sure.
So
Mine's taking forever.
This week, since we were last here, I've only watched 2 movies.
Yeah, I think I have too.
I watched Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is what we'll talk about. And then we'll let you know, we'll do a non-spoiler review.
Yeah.
And then we will let you know when we're going to our spoiler review. And then we'll finish the episode. So this will be perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm not going to tell you what I gave it right now because we're going to get to it. Later that day, because we watched it at midnight. So then I had time later that day. I did watch Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, the Paramount
I forgot
Plus
about that.
movie. I did want to say I stuck to my guns, and that was, if this was in a movie theater, I probably could have given it a 5.
Really?
I love Avatar,
Yeah.
and I thought it was so consistent. I thought it was true to its characters. It was true to the story format. It was true to the nations. Getting everybody back together was incredible. Not being in theaters negatively impacts movies for me to the point where now granted, and it's interesting because I gave it 4, which would equivalent to 8, and 8 is great. Why didn't I give it a 4.5 or a 9? Was it that it was on the TV that much? I don't know if it was that it was on the TV that much,
But the theater experience is just what
the
it.
theater experience, like between the theater and between the big screen and the surround sound and the atmosphere, like that was a big enough difference. Because again, I loved it. Like I really enjoyed it. I put on my review. I did really enjoy this movie, and I really enjoyed the bridge that it was between the original series and Korra. I also really enjoyed the take on the spirit world and the Avatar state.
Yeah.
I've said before, and I'll say it again, that I just want my movies to entertain and also want the movie to do or have something happen.
I'm just remembering the first comment you put on there.
yes.
And I think that was just in spite of me, if we're being honest.
Yes, well, so I know that Bryson tunes in and reads my reviews, and I left him a very nice note. I'll read it for the fans. It says, "Now this is how you make a movie about a hero that I watch on July 30th, 2026. If you know, you know."
This was just. I don't know if you saw it. You got
rage bait.
You got 2 comments on this, and it was me.
Oh.
I sent a poop emoji. And shout out
and then
Gage.
Gage.
He's like,
Shout
rage
out
bait.
Gage. Rage bait.
Most rage bait thing I've ever seen.
Oh, gold. I did not see that till just now. And then TV show watching wise, I'm still working my way through Vampire Diaries. Again, I just restarted it for the year. I didn't get to Dink that was the only thing I didn't get to.
Yeah.
Oh,
you were thinking about the Hawk, right?
The Hawk, and then War Machine. I did want to get to. But yeah, so that's really all I've been watching. Watching plenty of sports, but
Vampire Diaries.
Plenty of Vampire Diaries, plenty of sports. But that for me was the week.
Oh yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I guess I'm up next. I rewatched The Odyssey finally with my family.
Yeah.
And it's even better on the second watch, genuinely. I'm not going to go into too much detail because we talked about it last episode, but that siren scene.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. Didn't we talk about, again, it just reminds me of the Interstellar Matthew McConaughey, but the emotion that Christopher Nolan can get out of his actors.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also major credit to him for casting someone that he knew that could get there.
Yeah.
And obviously shout out to those who perform it.
Yeah.
I think really quick we had talked about that scene's amazing. And I did want to shout out and give credit to Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
She plays an amazing Penelope.
Yeah.
And everyone's talking about her performance and giving her credit.
Yeah.
I wanted to acknowledge it on our pod because the more I think about it, not in it a ton, but boy, she made it count.
When she was on there, you
over
knew.
quantity.
Yeah. Shout out Anne Hathaway if you're watching.
Shout out Anne Hathaway. And shout out, I walked in to grab a garbage or something, and the Telemachus sword fighting when he uses his education to use
against
his
the
enemies,
cowherd.
is really awesome. And then when he drops down the sword, it's so good. I haven't gone back and re-seen it. I don't know if I'll have the time to.
It is hard to rewatch a 3-hour-long movie.
but
I'll give you that.
Just so good.
And then
so good.
Before I switch, I have a new fan cast. Just hear me out.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson should come back and play Voldemort in the Harry Potter series.
Okay, I can get behind this.
We talked about this.
We did,
But I
yes.
feel like he could just be such like a, what's the word? We talked about this in the car, but I feel like he could be such an intimidating force to like a teenager, which the Harry Potter actor will be around that time.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
the next movie I watched the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie.
Yes.
Finally
this movie
dropped
is
on streaming.
So amazing.
this is like an Avengers movie. Like, there's, I guess, not a lot of substance to it, but it really does well everything that is in it. I spent $50 and I bought the patron on Letterboxd, which is an outrageous price, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it. You don't even
It
change
really
the
is.
posters. Though,
No,
so.
I don't. The only
pay
movie
$50 for no ads.
the only movie I seriously did that for was Michael.
Yeah,
and all the times that I saw Michael, I changed it every time.
Yeah, I did see that. But there's this poster. I don't know if you saw it, but it's this one. I don't know if you recognize what that's
that
from.
is incredible.
But this movie, it's just it's incredible. You know, one of the most beautifully animated, beautifully looking, choreographed movies I've ever seen.
Another one that made bank at the box office.
Yeah, it beat out Superman in the box office. Granted, it was in theaters for like a year, but we don't talk about that. The next movie I watched was Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I'll save my thoughts till we talk about it together, and I'll save my rating as well. Then I watched Spider-Man: Far From Home. I just finished it today.
Nice.
It took me a while to finish it. But boy, oh boy, there's some major, there's some issues with this movie. Like, I'll give it the credit. I think that, I think they tried to make it Peter Parker saving the world, which, again, when we talk about Brand New Day, that's not my cup of tea, I guess. I kind of want to see a friendly neighborhood thing.
The
almost.
word I love that Sean and Ozzy use so often and I thought was so good was grounded.
Yeah, grounded.
The super quick note on Brand New Day, it's grounded.
Yeah,
it's
grounded.
grounded in New York, and that's who you want to see, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
But other than that, I don't know. I like the dynamics. Jake Gyllenhaal's obviously fantastic. Why do we have to kill him off? I think he would make a great returning villain.
Yeah, he would be awesome.
And again, with Christian Bale too, like just killing off some of the best actors that have been in Marvel. You know.
Yeah.
It's fine that it takes place in Europe. It's kind of a weird choice, but like it kind of makes sense. I wrote at the end of this. I know that Mysterio is the antagonist of this movie, but Brad Stevens is the worst. He's the one that is like going after MJ and competing with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And wow, he just sucks. Like, I don't know. When we talk about Brand New Day, it's like the same sort of hatred I had to like MJ's new boyfriend in the movie. It's just like I don't even know why. But and then I'll say this, and obviously you'll understand why when we talk about Brand New Day, but I said also after seeing Brand New Day, the Peter and MJ scenes had me on the verge of tears. I genuinely almost started crying. It was bad, Lisa and all guy. Or sorry.
Sorry. Little peek behind the curtain. Oh, sorry.
Let's see. I gave that a 4 with a heart. And then I forgot to say the Demon Slayer and Odyssey, I give them both 5 stars with a heart. Obviously not all 5 stars are created equally. So
Right. Yeah.
Odyssey is a much better film. I've been watching some more Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
We got some Ultra Instinct action.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
So good.
I've been watching, and then I was watching today with my brother Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
And it's still great. So
Excellent.
and that's all I've been watching.
Nice. Okay. That's all for our what we've been watching. We will do. This is our non-spoiler Brand New Day, but if you haven't seen Brand New Day and you want to go in completely blind, we do recommend. I mean, I hate to say it, but
Just don't listen to this one either.
well, I was gonna say we'll see you next week because we're gonna do non-spoiler Spider-Man and then Brand New Day, and then we'll do spoiler Brand New Day.
Yeah.
And then we'll just say goodbye because we don't have anything else. We wanted to spend time talking Spider-Man. So if this is the end of the episode for you, we are grateful for you tuning in. Again, a shout out to our partner Dubby. We still are partnered with them.
Yes, lucky.
I want to keep shouting out Walker Cinemas. I want to keep teasing down Poppy Lane because I think something is coming down the barrel.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're working on it. Again, a plug for letting us know what poster you'd like to see that you maybe think that I have from 2018 all the way up to now realistically. Let me know, let us know in the comments. And then as always, also let us know what are some segments or things that you'd like us to talk about. If you have specific questions that you'd like to ask us, please let us know in the comments, and we will answer them the next episode. We would love to have that. But if this is the end of the episode for you, we're grateful for you, and have a good rest of your night. For those staying with us, so Spider-Man Brand New Day, my rating on
this is just rage bait at
this
point.
On Letterboxd, I gave it a 3. Out of 10, I'd give it a 6.5. I do want to give that extra bump. So a couple things, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna hand it over to you, Bryson, and because this is your movie, this is your baby.
I honestly. You drafted up some points. I don't know if you still have them, but I think they could be some good go-over points for a spoiler.
I do, and I don't in the way of they are on that phone that's currently recording.
I forgot about that.
But I did like one that I did want to make. I think I want to say this and lay it as my foundation for why it wasn't my favorite, and I can say this without spoilers.
Yeah.
And not even a discussion point, just for those watching maybe wondering. And I even talked to my friend Cody. Shout out Cody Bywater. For me, and I even thought about No Way Home. For me, that was terrible English. For me, No Way Home and Brand New Day are very different formulas.
No, yeah, they're completely
from
different
my
formulas.
experience. I really love a action, constantly going, really good villain, and I think I could say without spoiling, I didn't think that the villain was a very strong villain in this movie.
Yeah.
To your point, and it really, I put it in there because it's rage bait, but I also do make the mention of, for me as a viewer, I just was never really all that invested because I didn't think a ton happened.
Yeah.
But that is also in comparison to No Way Home. And like I said, I think No Way Home's towards the top of my Spider-Man list. This is, and I won't say, it's not even lower. It's probably right there in the middle. And it's only because I thought that it was made well. I thought that I did want to make mention of my review. Actually, I do remember putting this in my review, and I think it's very revealing. I thought that everyone casted did their part. Like, I thought they casted Tom Holland, and he did exactly what they asked him to do.
Yeah.
They casted Zendaya, and she did exactly what she was supposed to do. I just lost his name. John Bernthal did great as Punisher. Mark Ruffalo did his whole thing. I think everybody. I almost just gave a little spoiler.
That was close.
I thought everyone that was casted did their part. I love, this is not spoiler so I can say it. And we talked about it right out of the gate. The swinging sequences and the Spider-Man action was incredible.
It was straight out of the games, genuinely.
It really was. And then I thought this was so important. I understand where they were, and want to go.
Yeah.
This just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And so my number one thing is, it's almost grossed $1 billion because it checks the boxes for so many people. And like my friend, again, shout out to Cody, he was talking to me about it today, and he was like, "You didn't really like it?" And I said, "I didn't personally, but I said everyone should go see it." And I said to him, "You need to go see it because I can almost guarantee you'll love it." Like, so many people love this movie, and I don't have any problem with people loving it because I thought that it did everything it was supposed to for people, not me. And here's the funny thing. We talked about this before. I'm not the target audience. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. But definitely go see it for sure.
For sure. Me?
You go.
All right.
And then do you want to do
I'll do my non-spoiler and we can
Do
go
your
to
non-spoiler and then just go into your spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Because
sounds
I'm not
good.
going to lie to you, I think that's all I've got for it. Like, really,
really?
spoiler-wise, I don't even really think I have anything
Mm.
that I'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I gave this a 4.5 with the heart. I really enjoyed this movie.
Oh, actually, remind me on the spoiler to
Mm-hmm.
ask the question, what could have made it a 5 for you?
Okay, yeah, for sure. What can I say? I think this is my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie. I think that the animated still have it beat.
Oh, not to cut you off, sorry. 2 things. Number 1, the take on probably your favorite live action Spider-Man, very common. And here's the thing. Shout out to Ozzy and Sean. Ozzy and Sean are my resident Spider-Man guys.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
know Spider-Man inside and out.
And they're both saying the same thing.
And they're both saying the same thing. I trust them 100%. Like, what it does for them is why it's making so much
Yeah,
money.
uh-huh.
And then number 2, I was thinking about Into the Spider-Verse.
It's such a great movie.
They are incredible.
They're great movies. I need to rewatch them.
So good. Okay, hit it.
Last week on the pod, I gave the take that I think that Tom Holland's the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
I think this cemented it
for you, yeah.
This cemented it for me, which I kind of was hoping it would. It's an adult Spider-Man. You know, it's not these teenage adventures of him trying to chase after Zendaya or go from girl like Liz or something. You know, we see a more mature Spider-Man, and I really appreciate that. Obviously, the web slinging and the fighting and all that is incredible. There's some heart tugs in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Like,
100%.
if I wasn't like surrounded by a whole bunch of coworkers, I could see myself crying to this movie.
Yeah.
I will. I guess I won't get into that. I'll get into that in the spoilers. What else do I have? Ooh, yeah. I thought John Bernthal and Mark Ruffalo were really great. They did their parts. I want to highlight the chemistry between Peter Parker and Punisher. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And this leads me to the question: do you think their dynamic was better in the Odyssey or in Spider-Man? Because they both had kind of a similar dynamic.
Yeah, I would definitely say Spider-Man personally.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah, I agree.
You would really like the transfer to Daredevil,
Daredevil.
Born Again. Them.
I heard they handled like the PG-13 rating for Punisher really well.
Yeah, they did it excellent. Oh, they did excellent.
What else do I have? I was very intrigued. If you're going in expecting, don't go in expecting some huge multiversal level threat. Don't go in expecting it to have any ties to Doomsday. That's kind of a spoiler, but there's not really any ties to Doomsday. This is kind of grounded and kind of its own thing, you know, which I really appreciated.
Yeah.
Should we get into the spoilers?
If you're ready for it, just to let you as a viewer know, we're going to jump into our spoiler. And then again, we're just going to say thank you again
For sure.
for tuning in. So if this is the end of the episode for you, as someone who has not seen Brand New Day, we appreciate you tuning in. I did want to highlight this just to hopefully give a little sense. I think our schedule works enough to where we hope to do a weekly episode.
Yeah.
If we don't, keep your eyes on Facebook. Not Facebook. Keep your eyes on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. We will post a little thing saying that we won't be doing an episode that week. The other goal is we film these on Sunday night. The goal is to edit it, get it stitched together, uploaded, and we would love for you to be able to tune in Monday.
Yeah.
So unless you see something otherwise, like, you should be able to expect it on Monday. So if you are leaving, we do hope to catch you next week. Again, I think we're going to be able to get that worked out. But again, if you are leaving, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for helping us, again, continue this great opportunity. Have a great night. And again, tune in next week. If you're still with us, we jump into our spoiler review of Brand New Day
And discussion.
I think the one thing actually that I did want to hit, and I even couldn't have really talked about this on the non-spoiler. I did want to make that mention.
Yeah.
This goes back to my review on that this just didn't do it for me. And we had talked about this. This was one of my claim points.
We had a very long discussion about this the other night.
I think one where I just didn't make and not even connection, just it wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
And we talked about this before. So and if you have more info on this, please comment in, because
Prove them wrong, please.
we had a really good discussion on this. I never felt all that much heartstring or heart pull, because for me, I was never, and again, maybe I missed it, I felt like they never said Peter has to go through this and has to have this really tough experience, because otherwise this detrimental experience would happen. So I look at it and I go, well, if we don't know why he's keeping himself distanced, I have a hard time feeling for him, because if it were me, I probably would have been like, I either need to go through it and just push up and shut up, and not, and like you had said, it is an interpretation point. I felt he was mopey, but when you talk about, you think that he was maybe a little more strong, and he dealt with it a different way, not so much mopey. That's not how I interpret it and I view it. So I felt it was a little mopey without explaining why he had to keep his secret.
Yeah.
So I never made this feel of, I just feel so bad for him because he can't tell them because of.
Yeah.
I never made that personal connection, and never felt that anguish, which I've seen in other movies, and you do know that anguish. I thought that they did it really well at the end of No Way Home,
where he like just didn't read the note.
Exactly. That I felt. I didn't feel that here, and that's how I knew that they were separate from me. I do know what I was expecting and what I was thinking I would feel from No Way Home, and I didn't have it in Brand New Day.
So I guess just to kind of clarify, because maybe I'm just not understanding. So from what I understand, I feel like the ending in No Way Home kind of like ties into Brand New Day, though.
No,
you know?
It does. I didn't have this one. I understood why he didn't tell them, mainly because kind of movie got a movie in the way of the movie was ending, and they couldn't drag us through. I never understood why in an entire 4-year experience he never reached out to them and never. And not even fixed, because the thing that we talk about was, I look at it and I go, because he does end up, or MJ ends up figuring out, and it doesn't like undo the spell, it doesn't necessarily, you could argue, like we had talked about, it did put her in danger, but I also think that she was in danger because I almost said, spoiler. We're in the spoiler. I kind of think that she was already in danger because Sadie Sink knew, because she could jump into Peter. And she got kicked out, obviously, but she obviously knew somehow.
But she didn't know about Ned, though,
Oh, yes. Yeah, I get that.
I think that's another thing is, during the 4 years, they were at college, so
it was
in
Boston.
Out of sight, out of mind, I'm just going to power through it. But then they came back, and Peter saw Ned, and that brought everything back. Because he was able to just push it to the side, and like seeing Ned getting the beer, which that was weird for me. I don't know why.
I get that,
But anyway, just seeing him in that bodega, I think is what it was.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that just brought it all back, and Sadie Sink's character somehow knew that he had ties to them. I maybe I missed it because I had to go to the bathroom. Maybe I missed how it went and explained that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So sorry, what was your question again?
No. It was for me. I don't make that connection or that that emotional turmoil, if you will, because as I watched it, I went there and I thought, okay. Almost if you're not going to tell them like how he didn't, I view it as from that moment forward, you either have to live with it and never go back on it, or change it right then and there.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, for him to power through and to go 4 years and then to see him in person again probably was that tipping point.
Something that he never fully dealt with. But he
Exactly,
thought he
yes.
did, you know.
For me, I just sat there and I thought, okay, I guess my really rough way of saying it would be you made your decision 4 years ago. Just because something happened that you didn't see coming doesn't make me relate to you.
Yeah.
Because I think you knew this could have been a possibility.
Yeah.
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? So I know that sounds really rough.
I think for me, I all over my feed, all over like my like shorts and stuff, I just get clips of all the little moments they have together, and it just makes me sad, genuinely. Like I have in Far From Home when they like kiss on the bridge and they're both just super awkward, and then No Way Home where it's like, I will remember, tell me and I will remember, you know?
Yeah.
And I was kind of telling you about this. I think that was Spider-Man's like lifeline. I think that was his like secret hope that was pushing him forward, is like, I think that she'll remember if I tell her, you know?
Yeah.
And then when she reads the note while he's off saving the city, and she says like, well, I don't love you.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
that
that's
was
rough.
a mic drop moment. Even I can acknowledge that.
I was just like, wowza. And like,
Yeah.
that's why I kind of started tearing up when
Yeah.
I watched the movie. So I'm like, this is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I just thought about this, and I am not saying this to rage bait. I'm not because
Oh my
well, no,
goodness.
I can see where this may even be a little hypocritical. I just thought, you know, the other thing I think of is, and I talk about this a lot with Marvel, but everybody does it, and some things just bother you and some things don't. I guess the more I think about it, the more I think almost because this is fiction and because you wrote it that way, I just don't make the connection because
Yeah, for sure.
you chose to go that way. And like I said, and this is not me trying
You're just
to
heartless.
to
No, I'm
start.
just
Well, I am a little heartless. This is not me trying to start the war. It just goes back to my foundation is I never really understood from the end of No Way Home why he couldn't tell them.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
love your point. Do you remember what you said when you said why he? Well, I guess you kind of said it
Well,
earlier.
he can't tell them because, I mean, look what Sadie Sink did. Her character, Jean Grey. That's who she is, which everyone was guessing that's who she was, so I don't know why they kept it a secret,
Yeah.
you know? But because they weren't connected, she still found that out relatively quickly. Imagine if they were connected and it was a character that actually wanted to do harm to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Imagine it was Mysterio who had a vendetta. Mysterio's dead, obviously, but imagine it was someone who had a vendetta against Spider-Man
Yeah.
and somehow found out he was Peter Parker and was like, okay, let me dig into his personal life. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's more of a protection thing. He's going off the heels of Aunt May dying, you know? I think it was more of, I don't want to lose anyone I care about.
Yep.
I was thinking of this while I was watching the movie, and this is kind of a would you rather. Would you rather have a loved one die, or would you rather have your loved one forget who you are and keep living life? Because I think that's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
Because you still have that connection with them, but they don't with you, and they're just no one. Or you're no one to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
And that's Spider-Man's thing, is that no matter what happens, he gets back up, you know? But boy, oh boy, did I feel for Peter Parker,
Yeah.
for Tom Holland. And I thought that this is probably his best Spider-Man acting performance as well. Anyway, what was I going to say? I can't remember. Do you
You're
have
good.
anything else?
No, just I think it all goes back to, for me, all the way back to No Way Home. I look at it and go, because you decided to,
It's like live with your decision.
and not only that, I'm also talking just the writing.
Yeah.
Because you wrote it where he had to keep his identity secret. For me, as a movie viewer, this is, I guess, just kind of the weird way that I view movies. For me, they wrote it and they said, this is what he's making. You need to be okay with that. So I was like, okay, like that's fine if he wants to keep his identity secret, then he can keep his secret, and I'll back him on it.
Yeah, well, and that's where I give credit to Destin Daniel Cretton and the writers, because they're different writers and directors from No Way Home, you know? So they had to come in and do what they could with what they had, you know? And also, there was a lot of people that were like, they're somehow going to remember, and it's going to be kumbaya, you know? But they didn't go that direction, which is hard for the on-screen viewer. And, I mean, I'm not one for celebs, like, culture and stuff, but, I mean, Tom Holland and Zendaya did get married. So, like, I mean, it's kind of like watching their, like, love on-screen and in real life, and maybe that's why it's more of a connection to a lot of people.
Yep.
But, I mean, I think that the writers for No Way Home, I think they kind of they set him up for failure in that sense, I guess, at least for you. But I feel like they did the best with what they could, especially considering that they had to be in the movie, you know?
Yep.
But anyway, I don't know.
No, it's a great point. I think the only other thing that I want to revisit is that question of you gave this a 4.5.
Yeah.
Would you, out of 10, would you give it a 9.5?
I said I would give it between an 8 and a 9.
Okay, gotcha.
So an 8.5.
Yeah. Okay.
I think part of it was we watched it midnight. You know?
Right. Yes.
So it was after a long day too.
Yeah.
I think.
Wow, that was a long day.
Yeah. Another thing, because I think I worked a double that day. That was a weird day.
I'm pretty sure you were like working
day.
from 1:30 till
like 9:30 or something.
Yeah. And then we went and cleaned dogged, and so yes,
that was a weird day.
Yeah.
I think Sadie Sink's character as the villain just didn't hit for much as me. I think that she was like the biggest flaw of the film.
Yeah.
I don't mind that she was the villain. I don't really think she was a villain per se.
Yeah, it
like,
is almost
more
air
of the
quotes.
antagonist, you know? I think they had trouble writing villain stuff for her because she goes on to be a hero, you know?
Yep,
so
exactly.
It's a very interesting dynamic. Also, another one is they were teasing Scorpion a lot.
I was
pretty
surprised.
He was in the movie for probably like 3 minutes max. And that was a surprise. One thing that I didn't put in my review that I really, really did enjoy was seeing Savage Hulk again. Because he was big, he was angry, and he was out of freaking control. Like, I hope we get another like Hulk movie soon with Mark Ruffalo. Well, the first Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo, because he deserves one. You know.
Yeah.
Smart Hulk is finally gone. You know, I think it's finally time to bring back Savage Hulk into the MCU. You know.
Can I ask? That was one thing I was a little confused on where I wasn't confused why he became Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
I guess I was a little more confused of why he still had the capability of talking like Smart Hulk, because the Savage Hulk that we see in like Avengers and we even see in Endgame
War.
Infinity War, yes, because Endgame we see Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
So how come he do we know why he talks more and in like complete sentences in this movie than we've ever seen?
I don't know the exact answer. If I had to guess, it'd be more of like they kind of learn from each other. You know?
Yeah. And he had figured out like he was
and
Smart Hulk longer than he had ever been.
Hulk. Yeah.
Okay, I'm following.
The other comment about the Hulk fight I wanted to make mention was the ending of the Hulk fight, where he kind of like sacrificed himself almost. And I know you probably did not like that very much. I looked over and you're like, oh. You were not very happy about that. But it goes to that long, like, old theory that Savage Hulk may be the only one who remembers Spider-Man. Because Hulk was Smart Hulk, you know, / Mark Ruffalo, you know, during the whole spell thing. So maybe Hulk was like, this isn't a bad guy, you know? I don't know, though. That's just a theory. They never explained it.
Yeah.
But again, I just thought it was great seeing him back on the screen. Finally, for sure. So, anything else from you?
I don't think so. Anything else from you?
I guess we could talk about the ending, because the Ned ending and then the end credit scene.
Yes, yeah.
So at the ending they do their handshake and then Ned's like, Peter, you know.
Yep, it's one of my favorite parts of the movie. As I say facetiously,
very sarcastically.
But I have changed my tune a little bit because I think of what you're about to say, and I actually really get it. And you might be 100% right if I think you're going to say what I think you're going to say.
Yeah, I don't think it's Ned remembering Peter Parker. I think it's Ned remembering that MJ said Peter as Spider-Man was going out the window after they were all hanging out, you know? And I think Ned's like, oh, you're that Peter, you know? I think it was more of, wait, you're Spider-Man Peter. Not, oh, you're my best friend Peter, you know?
Yep.
And I think
I respect that. I can get behind that.
I don't know what to say about the handshake. It could just be muscle memory or something, because muscle memory is a different thing, I guess, you know?
The thing I want to make mention of, shout out to my friend Steven Ship. So he and I in high school, I kid you not, this is a true story. So he and I made, and when I say elaborate, like we made an elaborate handshake, like it's longer than theirs, and it's like I almost said it's full body. What I meant to say, like the thing of it though was like we do use our feet and our
more than just hands.
Yeah, like it because. We do like if one of us sees each other, because he'll go, "Gone what?" or I'll go, "Steven." So that, and then what we do is like we'll walk up to each other, and then if we're standing like this, the way it starts is whoever makes the call, we'll like cross our leg, and then the other person does it, and then we see. I can't even explain it,
but you would know how to do it.
Well, so real quick, but the point is, there's a call and our feet and hands. Elaborate shake. Did it in high school. I go on a 2-year service mission for my church. I come home. We have not done this for 2 years.
Not and really thought about it either. Probably.
Kid you not. First time I saw him, and it wasn't even until probably like a couple months after. So it's been probably 26 months. And I kid you not, we nailed it first time.
Yeah.
Like muscle memory really does do.
Yeah.
It transcends. So I get the muscle memory.
Well, and the thing is, like,
shout out Steven Ship. Yes. I love you, brother.
Peter also like leads it too.
He does indeed.
So for people who have gripes about that, then I don't care. You know. And then, before we go to the end credit scene, because there's a lot of theories going around about that, I want to talk about Sadie Sink getting into MJ's character, because that was also kind of brutal.
That was wild.
And some great acting by Zendaya, honestly. And then I also wanted to talk about, like, I don't know if you've been seeing these, but have you been seeing, like, people are taking videos in theater, and it's like cheers. Like, people are cheering.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Avengers, like, theater, like, experiences, you know? But anyway, when Sadie Sink's character goes into MJ and like they kiss and blah blah blah, and then she's like, "Enjoy it, Peter." I was like, "Well," and you were like, "This better not be that easy." You were not very happy about it. And
then it happened, and I went, "Thank goodness."
and then when Peter's eyes go black, and then he was like dangling her, and
that was so awesome.
Yeah, and
no lie.
And then she's like. And he's like, get out of her, you know? And she's like, okay. And then kicks off of her and then goes out of her mid-fall. That was great acting. I can't lie. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of great moments. I don't know if it really says. I like that it stayed grounded. You know, I liked that it was kind of stayed within itself. It felt like an actual Spider-Man story, you know? Not one with multiversal stakes or world-ending stakes, but just New York, you know, saving New York. Should we go to the end credits scene?
I'm ready for it.
The end credits scene shows the Spidey tracker thing that Ned made, and it shows Spider-Man going to space. What do you think that means?
Well, so I have seen a couple things that said, because it's, again, more than likely to reference Secret Wars again, because I can't remember. Did we say it's confirmed that he's not in Doomsday, or he just hasn't been like talked about. There's no announcement. It doesn't seem like he is. There's no confirmation.
I don't think there's a confirmation. You might
Yeah.
want to look that up and
Yeah.
verify. I haven't seen a confirmation, but from what everything is like feeling, it's like he's not going to be in there.
Yeah. So I saw a thing that had said it's obviously a lead into Secret Wars, and the thing of it is, it's the point that Spider-Man
Might
that
not be Tom Holland.
might not be Tom Holland Spider-Man.
And that's what I've seen too.
Yeah, and now why either Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield?
or Miles Morales.
I was thinking, or Miles Morales is out there. We don't know. I mean, if we're being honest, this isn't me saying this is the thing. I haven't seen anything about it, but I mean, for heaven's sakes, I can't even remember when was the last time that we saw Nick Fury, because he was out
Secret Invasion.
in space. It was in Secret Invasion. He was out in space.
That was not good.
No, but you know, it who knows, you know, especially considering, and this still blows my mind. I'm not gonna say I would dock Marvel for this at all. I think it's crazy that nothing's gonna be theatrically released between Doomsday and Secret Wars. That is insane to me.
Yeah.
But
Especially considering we don't know where a lot of these characters stand.
we don't.
Well, mainly just Spider-Man. We don't know where he's going to fit into all this. Maybe he makes an appearance at the end of Doomsday and we'll know. But other than that, we don't know anything. So,
Speaking of not knowing anything, I was talking to, again, shout out to my friend Cody. Character that I'm really frustrated with, and maybe, I mean, I don't see any world where this character would show up in Doomsday. Don't know anything about Moon Knight. Moon Knight is freaking amazing, and we haven't seen anything or heard anything about Moon Knight since it ended, and that was probably 2 years ago, I think.
more than 2 years ago.
Was it more than that?
Oscar Isaac is great in it. Kind of drops off at the end, but the vibes were so good.
Anyway,
Speaking of series, Marvel series, what are we doing canceling Wonder Man?
Oh,
That is a stupid idea.
I want to bring up the point. Wonder Man, kind of similar in so many ways, just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But very well made, and very surprised that they axed season 2. That genuinely surprises me, because I thought it did well, and I thought it was one of the better Marvel series for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was great. So I'm very unhappy. I wonder if Wonder Man as a character will return. I would think no. So, I don't know. Anything else on Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Okay, I have one more thing. And this, I've talked to you about this maybe a million times.
Okay.
Destin Daniel Cretton directing Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think that No Way or Brand New Day is the perfect, like, I guess, test run for Naruto.
Yeah.
Fight me on it.
And it's live action, right?
Live action,
Yeah.
yeah. I believe they're casting currently.
Nice.
So should happen sooner than later.
Gotcha.
But for all of those who have seen Naruto, you'll kind of agree with me or understand or disagree with me. But I think it's a good little audition tape for it.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
has me more excited than it did before. So
Gotcha. Well, cool. Well, my friends, it is great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, Bryson. Thank you. Again, just leave comments in the comments section. Thank you. And I just thought about this. Shout out LOL Maine.
Shout out.
Maybe we know you. I don't think so.
Not by the username.
But a shout out, LOL Maine, I'm pretty sure has watched every episode, has commented on every episode. And we just wanted to give a shout out, especially because I told Bryson, I said, LOL Maine shouted Bryson out specifically in the comment section last episode and said, Bryson, welcome. And then also gave, again, a great tribute to Ozzy and Sean and said, we love you. LOL Maine, we love you. We're grateful that he's tuning in. We're grateful to whoever's tuning in.
Or she. Or they.
Or she. Sorry, yes, or they. The thing I wanted to bring up the mention of in conclusion is what we've laughed about before. We do this because we love it. So we hope that you love it. And if there are things that we can do better for you, let us know. I'm going to say we'll try to implement them, because I'm not going to lie to you. This is for us. Like, if you're on the journey with us because you enjoy it, we love having you, but we love doing this. I will tell you as I'm looking at this is over. It's almost an hour and 10 minutes. I really thought this was going to be like a 35, 40 minute.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
But I think we took so long on the poster reveals and everything
Spider-Man,
and Spider-Man. But we are so grateful for you. Again, one more shout out to Walker Cinemas for hosting. Not an official partner down Poppy Lane, but maybe we'll give them a wink and a nod. Shout out to Dubby being our partner. Again, thank you for tuning in to Screen Guys and helping us continue and making sure there's someone out there listening. Anything before we go, my friend?
Hope you guys keep listening. Again, if you guys have any ideas or any just comments, questions, like Connor was saying earlier, make sure to comment, follow, view our videos 10 times at least.
Yes,
no,
please.
I'm just kidding.
Please, and spread the word.
Yes, spread the word.
But until we meet again, have a great night, and thank you for tuning in.